You must be at a place where you can share your ideas when you're driving. share the idea you have, always tell them what is good about them. Many people know what is negative about them. They don't know